Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Some of you guys might remember this video where I talked about getting an internship, and I did this internship. It was a semester long and I very much enjoyed it. When I first interviewed there, they said that they don't pay, but if I apply for the work-study program, I can get paid through the school. And they said, you're probably most likely gonna get accepted. And I was like, sounds good. So I started here in January as an administrative intern. So basically all I did was answer phone calls, call people to confirm appointments. It was at a mental clinic, like mental health clinic. So people came in for counseling and things like that. Yeah, so I would get there, call people would call me, I would like help them out. I would do phone intake, so whenever people got referred to us, I would call them and like ask them like a series of questions, and then I would say okay, because it was for people with no insurance, so it was like pro bono, I guess, like for free basic for people, and they had to qualify for our services. So I would be like, okay, we'll give you a call back letting you know whether you qualify for our services and with an appointment if they qualified. So I would go once a week, every Thursdays from 8:30 to like whenever we closed, which was around like 4 to 5. I would have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning on Thursdays because I didn't have a car back then, and I do now. I'm just very excited that I finally have a car, but I didn't have a car back then, so I would have to wake up at 5:30, get ready because I have to dress professional, so I would like have to put makeup on, like do my hair, pick a professional outfit, walk 15 minutes to a bus stop, and then at 7 the bus would pick me up and it would take me like an hour and a half to get there on bus, and I would have to take 2 buses to get there, and like no one there except for one person knew I didn't have a car for the longest time. So I would get there, and then I made this friend. He was very cool. His name is Jay. If he's probably not watching this, he doesn't know I have a YouTube channel. But if you one day are watching this, thank you, Jay. He would give me a ride home every single time because he lived kind of close by, but it was kind of out of his way. But he would give me a ride anyway. So he would drop me off in the afternoons, and that was very nice because otherwise I would have got home like 6:30, 7, depending on what time I left every day. And another thing is that the area that it was like near downtown, but the area that this was located in was in an area called Paramore, and it's like kind of dangerous, kind of sketchy. So like me, like this little like white girl walking around was like very like awkward. I always got strange looks when I walked by with like my purse and like my little like heels and stuff, so I always felt very uncomfortable. But thank God that the bus stop was literally like right across the street from where I had to go. Like in the mornings I would just get off the bus and get there, like walk to the door and go inside. The couple of times I did take the bus home, I would have to wait at the bus stop and I would sit there and like people would walk by and look at me like weird. But yeah. Hello, baby. This is basically the story of how I didn't get paid for the full like 4.5 months that I was there. So the first day that I went in, I told the guy like the director of interns or whatever, how do I get paid? Basically, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be doing this this whole semester without getting paid. I didn't say it like that, but I was like, oh yeah, I want to set up like the payment stuff, like the application, like can you help me with that? He was like, yeah, of course, I'm gonna email the lady and then just print out this form, like sign at the bottom and turn it into financial aid. And I was like, sounds good, perfect. So I printed the form out like right there, and then I used their printer because I was like, I don't have a printer, I'm just gonna use their printer, like it doesn't matter. So I printed it out, I signed it, I put it in my purse, and like the next week, between then and the next week, I went to financial aid, I gave them papers, and then that's it. I was just waiting on this email and I never got the email basically. So every so often, every Wednesday, every Thursday that I would go there, I would ask them, like, I would ask him, hey, have you got an email from the lady yet, from the financial aid lady? He's like, yeah, no, I haven't sent it out yet, I'm gonna send it out this week. And then I'd be like, okay, sounds good, thanks, like let me know if you get an email. So then next week would come, I'd be like, so he finally sent it out and I got email. So my last day was April 25th. The week after that was graduation, and that was the end of the semester. So then maybe like March, halfway through March, like towards the end of March, I got an email from this lady, and she was like, let me pull up the receipts. Okay, so she said to me on March 14th, so it was halfway through March, Good afternoon. I received your information from blank's name at this clinic. I reviewed your account and you are eligible to participate in the Federal Work-Study program. Your internship at clinic qualifies as a Federal Work-Study Community Service position. Being hired consists of attending a workshop with me. It details the specifics of the Federal Work-Study program. You will also need to meet with the hiring official to complete a hiring packet. For the hiring packet, you will need your social security card and driver's license. Please let me know if you are interested in being hired in the Federal Work-Study program. And this, for some reason, this email went into my spam box. So I didn't see it until March 31st, which is 15 days later. And at this point I was like, okay, I still have a month left. I might as well just get paid for a month. Like or maybe they can process back pay and just pay me back for the 3 months that I've been working there. So I said, good afternoon, my apologies, I just saw this email. It went into my spam folder. I'm interested in getting hired for the Federal Work-Study program. What are the next steps? Respectfully, Natalia. So I sent it to her on March 31st, and then on the 3rd, I was like, this lady is not replying, let me email her again. So I said, good afternoon, I received an email from you about the Federal Work-Study program. I wanted to know what my next steps will be. Best, Natalia. And then she replied to me on April 19th. This took 15 days to reply to me. Oh, no, sorry. This was me. I'm just getting confused because I'm like waiting for her response and she just ghosted me. So I emailed her on the 31st, the 3rd was the second time, and then I emailed her again on the 19th of April. Not in hopes of just getting back pay. That's all I wanted. I wanted to get paid for the 3.5 months that I had been working here. So I said, hello, I received an email from you about the work-study program earlier on this month, and I have emailed you twice with no response. I was told by the clinic in January that you would email me in a couple weeks. It's been 4 months of me working for them for free, time that I could have been working for money. And I wrote that in parentheses. And I have not heard back from you. I even went as far as to turn in a contract to the financial aid office in January. The end of my internship is approaching, and I would like to know if I will be getting the money that I was told I would get once I got accepted into the Federal Work-Study program. Do you do back pay? Question mark. This situation is even more frustrating because I will be graduating at the end of this semester. So I was annoyed because it's not like I can continue the internship. They offered me to stay for as long as I wanted, but I was graduating. So even if I even if I wanted to stay, UCF was not going to pay me because I wasn't their student anymore. This situation is even more frustrating because I will be graduating at the end of this semester. So it's not like I continue working there and get paid next semester. Respectfully, Natalia. And then she replied to me on April 22nd, 3 days before my last day. So I'll just read this email first. She said, Natalia, I understand your frustration and truly apologize for the confusion. For some reason, your emails were getting lost in my inbox. So how were my first emails getting lost, but you magically got my very upset email? Can you come in anytime this week to be hired? Question mark. Unfortunately, we are unable to process back pay. Thank you. Did you not just read my email that I told you I'm graduating? This is finals week. What makes you think I can come in? And it's funny because I would log on to my UCF, the UCF portal thing, and I could see on there was $3,000 that they owed me from the Federal Work-Study program. But because this lady took so long to email me back, I didn't get that money because I just had to fill out this hiring packet with her, and I emailed her 4 times. Yeah, 4 times, and she finally emailed me back the 4th time. So I emailed her back. I just said her name, should I say her name? Should I say her name? I'm gonna say her name. No. I'm gonna call her Amy. It's very close to her real name, so yeah. Amy, thank you, but at this point, Thursday is my last day. That's 3 days from now at the clinic. So there's no point in coming in. Respectfully, Natalia. And this never replied to me. That's it. That's the end of the story. She ghosted me until I basically her out because I was upset. Had she emailed me back in March when I first emailed her, she could have processed the back pay. But because it was finals week, the end of the semester, they don't send out financial aid money or loans or anything like that the last month of school. So I was very upset. I was devastated. I swear, it was so funny because towards the end of my internship time, I became flaky at the internship. They loved me there. I was obviously when I was there, I did my job properly, but I just stopped coming in. didn't show up like without announcing, but I would just ask to leave early. I would like call out sick because I was like, I'm not getting paid. Like at this point, like I'm not learning anything new. Like I don't do anything. Like for most of the time I was there, I would like do everything I had to do in the morning. Like don't get me wrong, like in the morning I was pretty busy, but then from like 10 to 5 p.m. so 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. I would just be sitting there on my laptop doing homework. So I mean, I would answer the phone calls like every once in a while, or like every once in a while I had something to do. For the most part I didn't do anything, and I just felt like it was a giant waste of time. I don't feel like I learned like not a single thing. Everything that I did in there I already knew how to do. Like I know how to make phone calls, I know how to write a log, a sentence. Like none of it was like helpful to me. I mean, like I don't regret doing it because I'm sure that looks like great experience on my resume. Like showing that I worked at a mental health clinic is something that other people don't have, so I can use that on my resume. Like I don't regret that. But at the end I was like, I already did my time here, I already got into grad school, I already have it on my resume, I can just quit. But I didn't quit, I did it, I stayed to the end. I just stopped being there all day. I would go in the morning, and then in the afternoon my friend Jay, my friend Jay, he would get there at lunch until the evening. So he would be there for the afternoon shift. So it's not like I left them with no intern. they had an intern. So yeah, and it was to a point where one week I left early. The week before my last week I left early. I don't know why I left early. I left early for some reason. I made up some excuse, and this one therapist, she was like, so you don't work all day anymore? Because I used to work all day. I was like, oh no, I do, I just have an exam. And I did have an exam. Like that wasn't a lie. I wouldn't lie about things. Like I genuinely had to leave early because I had a final the next day, and it was cumulative, and it was fill in the blanks and long response. So I wasn't lying. I did have to study, but I didn't, like I could have stayed all day technically. But yeah, that is my very, very frustrating story of how I did not get paid for this internship that I was told I was going to get paid. And I partially blame, like a small percentage of the blame is to the hiring director at the clinic, because I felt like he took a long time to send out the forms from the clinic to the financial aid office, and because of that I got a late response from the financial aid office, and then this lady just like ghosted me the whole like end of the semester. But yeah, I made a good friend, Jay. He's really cool. I very enjoyed his friendship. I really enjoyed him taking me home every day. He's cool. We had nice talks. I had a good opportunity because at my last day there, they were like, oh, when you're in grad school, you should definitely do your internship here, like for grad school. So I was like, I've got a place, I can apply here for my internship. So yeah. But I didn't want to burn the bridge and like just like not show up ever again. But yeah, that is that story. If you enjoyed the story, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I will